Hi, thanks for joining me. I was in the middle of recording more Housekeeper's Diary and I just had to come in and chat to you about the furor about the Lilibet Diana name scandal that is just covering all media today. And it's of course due from the new book that is about to come out from Robert Hardman. Now, people are taking his revelations rather seriously because he is a person that is respected. He's respected too because he is a person that is known to have great sources and the inside track about all things to do with the royal family. So people are taking this very seriously. Now, for a lot of people that have followed the Harry and Meghan saga right from the beginning, as most of you who watch this channel have, you felt anger at the time. You never believed for a second that the Queen gave permission for them to use her very precious pet family name for their new daughter. You just didn't buy it. And of course, some of the mainstream media didn't buy it either. They did try to imply that the Queen hadn't given permission, whereupon they were quickly shut down with threats of legal action from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And that had the desired effect. That made the story fizzle and go away. But I think it's interesting to look at the layers and the complexities of the situation at the time. And I also have a little clue that Prince William gave us in regard to the name. So first off, we have to take this in context of when all this unfolded. Lilibet Diana was born in June of the same year that Harry and Meghan did the Oprah Winfrey interview, just 3 months earlier. So the Queen's hands would have been tied. She would have been very cautious when she answered the phone. Whenever Harry rang, she would have been on guard. She would have been very careful what she said. I presume that she probably would have had other people on the line listening in to protect her. I'm sure that all the phone calls were also recorded. And I think that is probably why Robert Hardman has the confidence to say what he's saying. Because if Harry and Meghan are foolish enough to sue this author for implying these things, I'm sure he has the receipts. I'm sure he has the hard evidence that he can present. So I presume this time it's the other way around. Harry and Meghan's hands are tied. After the Oprah Winfrey interview, I also would not be surprised if intelligence agencies in the UK weren't stepping up to protect the monarchy. They would have to. It would just make sense. They were clearly under attack with all the nefarious allegations being made against them from across the pond, and they needed to protect them. They also had to make sure that these allegations didn't step over into the realm of blackmail. Because if someone is saying to you, I know something about you and I might publish it in a docuseries or I might publish it in my own book, unless certain demands are met, unless you make accommodations for us, unless you meet us at least halfway or even in a full way in some of our demands. That could be seen as putting pressure on the monarchy and making the monarchy respond in a certain way in order to protect themselves. Now, I'm not suggesting that unfolded. What I'm suggesting is the protection would have amped up. People would have made sure that all interaction with the Sussexes would have been carefully vetted and carefully gone over in order to protect the monarchy. I mean, it just makes sense. In this day and age, it just makes sense. If you actually read the book Spying in the Crown, you can see that they are always protecting the monarchy. That is their job. I mean, they need to protect the monarchy, and the monarchy relies on that intelligence, information and protection in order to keep them safe, not only from terrorist attack and things like that, but also from more domestic threats. Okay, so this extra little bit of information, I won't waffle on any long, I'll share it with you. I think Prince William was angry after the Oprah Winfrey interview. I think he was told to put a sock in it. And I think he was told to toe the line and be professional and to not say anything and to leave it up to the Queen for the official response, which he did because he is dutiful and he does do what he's told, particularly when it came to his granny. However, I think William and Catherine did give us a hint about the name. And I'll tell you how they gave us a hint. It was via a tweet, now X now, okay? And this is what they said. The then Duke and Duchess of Cambridge tweeted this evening, "We are all delighted by the happy news of the arrival of baby Lily." Now, they were really, really sure to call her Lily. And I think they were giving us a hint right there about what the Queen had actually been originally presented with by Meghan and Harry. Now, this is just personal opinion. It's just ideas that I'm alleging. So I'm not suggesting this is fact, and I'm not suggesting this has happened. But William and Catherine's tweet has given me a real clue, a breadcrumb to follow. And I would imagine that the phone call from Harry to his grandmother was very gaslighty. I think he was also sort of preying on the fact that she would have been absolutely terrified and really trying to protect her legacy after the Oprah Winfrey interview. Maybe to say the Queen was terrified is silly because she's always been a very, very brave woman. But when it comes to family, we're more vulnerable, aren't we? So I'll take that back. I won't say she was terrified. I'll say that she was troubled. And I'll say that she was probably angry and probably very, very concerned. But at that stage, I think she was still trying to protect and support her grandson as best she could. So she takes this phone call and she's told that her daughter, they would like to name their daughter after her. Now, she would assume that that would be either Diana Elizabeth or Elizabeth Diana. Now, if they got down to specifics of pet family names, I believe, courtesy of William and Catherine's tweet, that it was presented to the Queen and maybe even to the extended family that the pet family name was going to be Lily. And that is why William and Catherine tweeted out that after Lily's birth, that was their congratulations, the arrival of baby Lily. And I think William was really warning off Harry and Meghan at this stage that people do take notice of what they say. People do take record of what they say. And there may have even been tapes of those phone conversations. And I'm sure that if there were, they will come to light if there's any further litigation. So do with that what you will. But I really don't think that, yes, the Queen was angry, but I don't think she was vulnerable. I think she's very smart. I think she survived for 70 years because she had her wits about her. I also think that Prince William shares those smarts. I think he knows how to protect himself. I think he knows how to protect his family. And I also think that he made that tweet with Catherine because they were trying to protect the Queen. They were trying to protect his grandmother because he could really see what was unfolding and the gaslighting that was going on. Now, I'll finish with the final thing that breaks my heart, and this really does break my heart, and that is the fact that when Prince Philip died, the card that the Queen left on top of his coffin was signed Lilibet. Now, how cruel that this little deception took place after she lost the person dearest to her in the world. Now, we know her pet name Lilibet originated with her family, who she loved so much. And Philip was allowed to use the nickname Lilibet because after she lost her family, he was the only one trusted and close enough to her to call her Lilibet. No one else called her that. And after Prince Philip died, she said that she won't be called by that again because the one person who was trusted enough, that was close enough to her after her whole childhood family died, was Prince Philip. And she said, I won't hear that name again. And then for this to unfold is truly, truly horrible. Let me know what you think down below. I know you have probably thought it all along, and now it seems like the world's media is just finally catching up. But still, give me your thoughts because I would love to hear them. And I'll see you again with the gossip before bed tomorrow night. Bye.